Egypt, a land that fascinated the outside world for millennia. Its pharaohs were thought to be gods on earth, its hieroglyphs considered magical symbols, and its sources of gold limitless. Mysterious king lists carved on temple walls recorded hundreds and hundreds of rulers spanning 3,000 years, the time that saw the construction of the pyramids, the world's first monumental buildings constructed entirely of stone, the introduction of the concept of a single god, advances in medicine, architecture, literature, and art, and the most sophisticated
game to ever come out for Atari 2600, TUTANKHAM, by Parker Brothers. Actually, it's not sophisticated, and I'm making a joke because the best thing as far as art you're going to see on TUTANKHAM is this art on the cartridge. Yes, TUTANKHAM is very interesting looking with a picture like that, and we all love the mystique of TUTANKHAM. Can we find his secret treasures in the Atari game? Welcome to Tutankham's tomb.
In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter unearthed the tomb of the boy king, Tutankhamun, literally overflowing with gold, gems, and an intact burial ensemble.
And it's our job to find said gems and discover the secrets and the treasures of King Tut.
Maybe we can all learn something from this.
Yes.
Now when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see.
Now King Tut, you'll notice right away, has some stinky graphics. But that's okay. I can deal with that.
Now if I know, then line up just to see. I've taken all my money and bought me a museum.
But King Tut has another curse besides really terrible graphics.
He's my favorite honky.
The real curse of King Tut is you can just stand in one place forever and just keep shooting enemies to increase your score forever with no penalty. And to me, that is the worst curse of them all. A scoring bug. And that is what I would consider inexcusable, unfortunately. King Tut for TUTANKHAM, I should say, by Parker Brothers, is known to be a bad game, but I can deal with its shortcomings in almost every way. But this situation where you can just stay in one place and score and score and score really makes it a broken game in terms of scoring contest. And it's almost an insult to the great legend of King Tut.
Immediately became a source of wonder for the public and an invaluable treasure trove of information about ancient Egyptian royalty. But it also raised questions about the significance of the young king's short rule of about 10 years. How did he compare to the pharaohs who built the pyramids? Those who established Egypt's powerful...
But we will make do with what we can with King Tut, TUTANKHAM. If there's a few things it has going for it, these little enemies, such as the scorpions and the snakes, they do look like scorpions and snakes. It's a very frustrating game that does seem to lead you to keep hitting the reset button. And it's one thing you can do, as I just did, is push up,
Excitement of discovering the greatest of all.
and you can zap everything on the screen. And it's a very handy tool to use. Your explorer is well armed and he can shoot left and right, just not up and down. However, when you push up with the fire button, that's when you zap the whole screen. And you'll find games ending. It's a very primitive, just like 2,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago. The score is also primitive and also very low scoring. And I will tell you, it really is, for the most part, disappointing. Yeah. So don't give up when you're playing TUTANKHAM, because even if this game seems to suck, there is something intriguing about TUTANKHAM and the ancient pyramids themselves. And you do find yourself hitting reset over and over again. The curse of the scoring bug, where you can just stay in a corner and score 1 point at a time. Well, if you choose to cheat like that, you will be cursed by King Tut himself. Use your zap. Aha, you see how I use the zap? If you forget, oh, see how frustrating it is? There's the map. I made it. And when you get to another screen, it does look different. Different maze. And different colors. And I think our boy Egyptian Lover agrees. So King Tutankhamun, or Tutankhamun, it's okay. The ColecoVision version is incredible. And I actually have it, I'm happy to say. But let's talk about one last thing about TUTANKHAM. It's made by Parker Brothers. And you know, it's a funny thing, because some of Parker Brothers games are like Spider-Man, The Empire Strikes Back, hell, even Q*bert, are magnificent. So why is TUTANKHAM come up so short? Well, I have a theory. The company is called Parker Brothers, and in every family, especially if there's many boys and brothers, you've got some brilliant ones, and then you got some special ones. I know what it's like. I'm a little bit of a functioning special needs person myself, so I know about being special. And I think what happened is, when we got TUTANKHAM, one of the Parker brothers, the special one, it was his job to work on TUTANKHAM, while some of the other brothers took care of The Empire Strikes Back, Q*bert, and The Great Spider-Man. So some of the brothers have a little more talent in making video game than some of the others. And I think we got the Parker brother with special needs, but an interest in King Tut himself, to do this one. So I think Tutankhamun in a way sucks, but I will hit the reset button over and over. And you got to remember to use that zap to kill all the enemies on the screen. It really takes some of that so-called unfairness out of the way. So you push up and you fire for the zap. And that's it for my review of Tutankhamun. Da na 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 na.